Okay, welcome. We are going to get started sort of soon here in a bit. I'm just getting some stuff taken care of, finishing up my lunch because I realize that, every time I go to stream or watch my own videos, I'm always eating lunch on these Saturday videos. So I might change the time that these release sort of soon. I don't know. But yeah, just getting everything sort of set up. Getting my little cheat sheet that I made up ready to go. You're going to see some lovely artwork that I have made. Oh, and my mother's calling. All right, hold on. And I'm back. Okay. Hello everyone. What am I eating? Oh, I'm just eating some pasta stuff. Alright, so let me go ahead and show you what we got. Let me take off the stream starting soon Minoan bull leaping fresco. And here we are. So this is Mitrou currently. I'll give you a quick tour. So we've got Road 1, the lower Road 1. We've got a little bit of a plaza to sort of figure things out. So that map in the upper left is a magnetometry map that is overlaid onto the island. Left is a magnetometry map that is overlaid onto the island. So that's stuff that's subsurface. And of course there are some things that were already excavated, but the rest of it's all sort of subsurface. The other stuff we got is we've got these two elite building complexes or buildings here. Mostly hypothetical. We do have some of this building H. We've got sort of this corner. We got some other sort of internal things. But for the most part, these are both mostly hypothetical. It just is what it is. There wasn't a lot that was excavated on the island. A lot of what we're basing this off of is the magnetometry and some of the other Bronze Age settlements in the general area, right? So I do want to show you, see if I got it here. I'm going to go ahead and take the magnetometry map off and show you Castro Calipoti. Now, this is Castro Calipoti. This is Middle Halatic, but you'll notice there's something kind of interesting going on that map. And specifically, if you look at the, where is it? The sort of bottom left, you've got sort of a long linear road that comes up to the clearing. And then about sort of middle of this map, but sort of upper right of Calipoti, you've got another road going north-south. And that also ends in a sort of plaza. So that's kind of what we're basing this construction off of here. So on Mitrou. On Mitrou, so if you can see my mouse, so this northern road and then this southern road coming into this little skinny plaza here, that's kind of what we're basing it off of, is off of the Calipoti. You got to kind of do that when it comes to some things, when it comes to archaeology, because a lot of times you don't have everything from your site. So sometimes you got to go off of what other sites of the same time period or similar civilizations have. Anyways, that's a lot of talking to basically sort of get you up to speed as to what's going on. Oh, I do also want to show you For those of you who were not here for my live stream when I was working on other stuff, we've got the stable here with horses. Woo, if I can... oh my god, this is really twitchy because I'm so close. So I got horses there. Oh my god. Okay, there we are. If I can... oh my god, this is like really twitchy because I'm zoomed too far in, I think. So we got horses here, and the best part about this, let me go ahead and hit the play button. No, please, take your time. Let me take Kalapori off. There we go. Ah, look at that! They're animated. So I did some animations with the horses. So that's fun. My advisor loved that. So yeah, they're just kind of hanging out, doing their thing, doing their horse thing. There will be, of course, more animations for like NPCs and things like that. But today, woo, oh my god, that's zoomed way too far out. Today, we are going to put houses on the island. So what we have on the island right now, this is what we consider to be elite buildings. So the elite buildings are... whoops, dropped something. The elite buildings are exactly what it sounds like. People who are elites, so, you know, upper echelon society stuff. So they're usually built. Some of them are sort of touching. I've got an apsidal house there. That actually had a curved portion, so that looks like it's an actual magnetometry map. And there's some other things that are kind of weird. There's sort of this, whatever this is going on here down in the south. That's bizarre. I don't know what that is. That's some sort of anomaly. But then I got these pink sections here. These pink sections are just lighter in the magnetometry map, with not a lot of stuff there. So I assume that these pink areas are sort of like, I don't know, meeting areas. It's also interesting that it's really close to the roads and the elite buildings. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So what we're going to do, let me go ahead and turn on all of the houses that are sculpted. So here's all the houses that are sculpted. Let me zip down so you can see them. Let me zip down so you can see them. I did this on a live stream the other night. So we've got, oh, don't worry about these little boxes sticking out. Those aren't AC units or anything. Those are actually going to go away. But anyways, yeah, so I've got these thatched roof house. That's besides the point. So, so yeah, so why don't we just jump right on into that, shall we? One more thing I do want to tell you. The closer we get to these elite buildings, the more flat roofs are going to be there. We're going to do that because we're going to sort of assume that people are trying to show slightly smaller. And there you go. Yeah, that looks good. And we'll put an apsidal house right here. So let's do apsidal 1. Grab that one. We're just going to move it right here. Rotate it. We'll rotate it. We'll rotate it that way. And there we go. That is going to be on the island, right? Oh, maybe. That's right. We can move them if they end up in the ocean. And of course, you know, I'm not going to delete the windows and doors. I'll do that later when I go to texture them. So okay, so there you go. So there's all the apsidals that I want to put there. Now we're going to leave this apsidal, the example, here, so that we can pull it if we need it. Oh, let me take off the magnetometry map for you. There you go. Okay, a couple of the really obvious ones. So let's do this one here. Longhouse flat. We're gonna copy. We're gonna paste. We're gonna move that right over here. We're gonna rotate it. Rotate it some more, about like that. And we're gonna make it just again, just a tiny bit smaller. Not that small. How about like, yeah, there we go. Good. And this, of course, is just fudging it. That's really all we're doing. We're just sort of fudging it and making it just sort of seem right. All right, copy. And paste. There we go. Oh, too far. Rotate that. And we're going to make this, yeah, there we are. And what I want to, oh my God, okay. So the door is there facing that way. So we want this, whoops. We want this one to also be facing that way. And I want to just sort of push it against this. It's okay if it clips inside just a tiny bit. That's totally fine. These houses will not be explorable. Ugh. Oh my God. No, I still want that to be 0.5. I want this one, 0.35. Oh, I bet I did that with the other house, didn't I? I did. 0.5, 0.45. There we go. I don't like that. We're going to delete that. We're going to do a flat roof for that one. Let's grab this. Copy, paste. Scooch this over here. There we are. We're going to rotate. And we're going to do, what did I just say? 0.35. And, oops. This one is going to stay 0.5. Yeah, there we are. That looks good. And good enough. Good enough. Okay, so for this, I basically want to copy, paste. We're going to scooch that there. But we're going to change the... What? Wait. What just happened? Oh my God. Why did it do that? What is that? That is Longhouse flat. Nope. Did it not copy and paste that? It did not. Maybe it did. Nope. Nope. Okay. Copy. Paste. There we go. There we go. So for this one, I want X to be 0.5. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. So here's going to be the big issue. Of course, I'm going to put these walls up, but then, you know, at some point they had a door or gate or something to get in. So I have to look at this magnetometry map. Looks like there might be a gap there. And it almost looks like the wall keeps... 1 meter high? 1 meter high sounds good. 1 meter high walls? Yeah, that works. I want it to be fairly thin, though, because this would have been just sort of like a... I don't know, like a skinnier wall than what you would expect to see, like, on the roads, right? Because those are elite roads, and so, I don't know, maybe 10 centimeters? No, 10 centimeters seems too skinny. Let's see what 0.15 looks like. Ooh, that looks a little too skinny. How about 0.2? That looks better. Yeah? Yeah. That looks a lot better. Okay. Let's scooch this over here. We need to get it down on the level of the map. There we are. Okay. Something like that. Yep, just make it a little bit longer. Yeah, that works. That works. Okay. So far, so actually, whoop, that does not work. Because I just said I was going to extend it out this way. So let's do it just a little bit longer. Don't like that. There we go. And actually, you know what? We will... Let's push it right up against the building. Oh, or not. No, we'll give it some space. I'm just worried that the one wall is not gonna mesh with the other one. That's okay. I can always go into Blender and mate them up a lot better. So, okay. There we go. Copy and pasted it. Let's rotate. Let's make it skinnier. Oh, not longer. Shorter. Hello, Snibo? What am I doing? We are adding houses to the island of Mitrou. It has come down to that point in the project where I am now adding houses, which I am super stoked about because this is something I really wanted to do, because this is really going to make it look lived in. Let's scooch this about like that. Sure. That's close enough. Oh, nope, we need to make it just a tiny bit shorter. So how about 16.5? Wow, why did it just suddenly like sort of zoom in all of a sudden? No. Okay, how about just 16? Just a flat 16. There we go. Yeah, there we go. And I think I might rotate it just a tiny, tiny bit. About like that. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Let's copy and paste. And we're going to scooch it again. And we're going to rotate. So for those of you who maybe only know me from the Minecraft videos and the VR Skyrim archaeology videos, or the, I don't know, Riding with the Classics videos, which would be cool if you knew me from that one, because I really like doing those. But I know that's probably not the case. So I'm a master's student at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. I have been an archaeologist for a very long time, and I took the opportunity to go back to school to get my master's degree for various reasons, but mostly because, well, you get jobs a lot better with a master's degree. And you get taken a little more seriously. And anyways, part of what I wanted to do was sort of take my experience in the tourism industry, you know, being a interpretive park ranger and all that, and basically sort of apply that to archaeology, to future technology, basically, because this VR and MR, so mixed reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality are coming. You cannot stop it. They are absolutely 100% coming, and they will be here. And the thing is do we want non-archaeology minded people making these simulations, or do we want people who know about archaeology and know about these people, about the people that, you know, are being discussed making the VR stuff? And so that's what I'm doing. That's my goal, is to sort of do this VR thing and show people, like, hey, look, this is what we can do with VR and our knowledge. And that's sort of what I'm going for. Okay, so that looks good. Let's put this big guy back here. I believe I want to do, let's do a thatched roof. Where's your door? Your door's right there. Okay, so we're going to rotate you. We're going to rotate you this way. Yeah, that's fine. So anyways, that's what I'm doing. I'm making, this is all going to be in VR. I have walked the island in VR already. It looks really good. I mean, I am biased, of course. But I think it looks great. I mean, I do. I really do. That is a really, really tall house. I might have mistaken. Well, that's what is that? That is 7 and, yeah, so 7.5 meters by 7.5 meters square. Okay, I could kind of see that. 7.5 meters tall, though. That seems a little excessive. Why don't we do the flat roof? Because the flat roof won't look as tall. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably the better way to go. So let's scooch you this way. And let's make, whoa. What was it? 0.7? Yeah. And then we're going to put this back to, whoops, let's unlink those. Thank you. 0.5. Wrong one. Okay. This one is 0.5. Oh, no, stop it with the linked thing. 0.7. 0.7. There we go. Where's your door? Why did your door suddenly... There we go. Yeah. That looks pretty good. Let's scooch that into where it should be, which is about right there. Okay. We're going to do the skinny, the P building. Where's the P building? This is the P building here. And we're going to grab that and bring it this way. And we're going to rotate it. And I'll also want to unlink. There we go. Now, this whole thing is definitely going to be worth it if you stick around. Because once I put it on the island, we're gonna sort of zoom down and Sorry if I sound a bit rude, but why not use Pro Builder for building stuff like the fences? It helps a lot with ensuring materials tile correctly and is a lot more efficient once you get the hang of it. Yeah, I have Pro Builder, so here up in the tools, I don't know if this is showing. No, it's not showing. Of course not. In the tools, I have Pro Builder. I didn't like it. That's the long and short of it. I just didn't like it. That's why I'm not using it. I just didn't like it. It might be for some people, not for me. So it's not rude to ask a question like that. It's true. Once you do get the hang of it, I'm sure it's super efficient and really fast. But I just didn't like it. I do, however, have what do I have? Polybrush for like the terrain and stuff. And I love that. I got the hang of that real quick because that's sort of a push-pull type sculpting type thing, and that I'm much more comfortable with. All of these houses and the walls and stuff, and like the stuff on the island. After I place them on the island, I usually export them to Blender and then screw around with them on Blender because I'm a little more comfortable with Blender too. Rather than the Poly Builder. I think that's probably why I don't like Poly Builder, because I've screwed around with Blender so much at this point that when I tried to use Poly Builder, things just didn't work and I got frustrated. So I think that's probably why. I hate to say it, but that's probably why. So good question though. Very good question. I would wonder the same thing too, especially if I was proficient with Poly Builder. I'd be like, what is this guy doing? Doesn't he know there's a better way? Yeah, I know. Okay, so we are going to put this at 0.4. See if that fits that footprint. Oh, look at how well that fits that footprint. And by the way, after I place everything down on the island, that's not going to be its final resting spot. I will probably go about exporting it to Blender and fixing it off camera, of course. So yeah, but this is just going to be what they call in the video game industry gray boxing, which I learned that term and I absolutely love it. And it's exactly what it sounds like. You basically put these gray boxes in that are in the shape of whatever your level has in it, and then you just sort of wander around the level and make sure everything looks right and feels right, and yeah. Yeah, sure. And then what I want to do is I actually want to rotate that 180. So the doors that way, we're going to have the wall come directly off the house this way and then that way. So let's, I'm getting a lot of polygons. This is actually going to add a lot of computing power. So hopefully I can just, hopefully it doesn't really sort of wreck it too much. All right, come here, you. Wait, where'd you go? There you are. All right, yep, so here we go. We're just building stuff today. Exciting. Rotate like that and watch. I'm not gonna have done the right. Oh, I did do the right way. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, just like that, and we're gonna make it, what did I say last time? 0.2? Yeah, 0.2 looks good. And I'm gonna have it come off of, off of the building at a weird funky angle. Yeah, because the weird angles are fine because, I mean, that's kind of what you expect with some of this stuff. It's funny how our sort of modern brains look at stuff like weird angles, and we're just like, oh, that's wrong. So if you were with me when I was doing a lot of the sculpting for these houses, you might recognize that the peaks of the roofs are now taller. That is because when I actually had a chance to look at it, I realized that I was sort of making judgment calls based on sort of my own modern expectations. And so I changed them. I actually set the peak a little bit taller. Okay, so we're going to do this. Sure. And let's make that longer. We are going to rotate this. Also, in case anyone is wondering, this video, this live stream, and every live stream I've done with the Mitrou project and every video I've done with the Mitrou project is not monetized. And if you're wondering why, it's because this is my master's thesis. And whoops. And it's kind of a conflict of interest if I make money off of my master's thesis. Well, right now, obviously. I mean, once I leave the school, it doesn't matter. But you know, if I make money off of my master's thesis, that's kind of a no-go. How's that look? That looks pretty good. Look at that. How's it look from sort of ground level? Oh, yeah. That's looking good. That's looking real good. And you can't see it, but there would be like big old elite buildings here. And this is already looking lived in. Excellent. Okay, we're going to put one of the P buildings here. That is a P building, right? No, that's the P building. And if you're wondering why I'm calling it P building, it's because it is building P from Utresis. That's what I based it off of. So, fun fact. Utresis is also in Boeotia, which is where Mitrou is. It's just a little bit farther inland. Okay, so... Oh, I want you facing the road. Yeah, like that. Now, we need to put... I wonder if I can do this right. Let's see here. Can I rotate this and have the thatched roofs mate up? No. I mean, I can extend it into that one, but I think it'd look too much like a compound house. Which is fine to actually have a compound. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And when I mean compound house, I mean like exactly what that sounds like. Two houses sort of mixed together. All right, scale, and I want to unlink these, make this a little bit longer. There we go. And this is probably a little too modern of an idea, so this might get changed. Okay, that looks good. Let's see here. Super off topic. Are you an iPhone fan or an Android fan? So I had an Android phone for a long, long time. And I would consider myself to be an Android fan. However, I own an iPhone right now. And the reason why I own an iPhone is because I have an iPad, and I have an iPad to help me with studying. And I figured might as well do the whole iPad and iPhone thing because you can link them. But I hate the fact that iPhone does this really dumb autocorrect stuff. Like it has problems with the word is. Like of all the stupid freaking words for you to have a problem with, is like one of the most common used words in the English language, you have a problem with? You can't figure out how to do the word is? Instead, you autocorrect it to OSS? Like, what? Yes, I mean a precursor to the CIA, not the word is. Like, what the, that's stupid. Anyways, rant aside, I do have an iPhone. I'm not much of an iPhone fan. But it works fairly well for me. So that's nice. But the is thing really pisses me off if it's not too obvious. Let's go a little... Ooh, too skinny. 0.46. There we go. Plus, there's a lot more accessories for the iPhone, which is kind of why I got it too, because I wanted to be able to get the life-proof case, because I am hard on my phones, and yeah, and the life-proof case they make for iPhones, and so I was like, yeah, I might as well just get it. And if you don't have a life-proof case, you absolutely positively should, because they have this great thing where if for some reason the life-proof case somehow fails to protect your phone, they will buy you a new phone, which I always thought was a good way to stand behind their product. Catch is that the case... Oh. Whoops. I did not copy paste when I moved that one. That's okay. The catch is, of course, that you have to replace that life-proof case every 6 months. Because that's just how it goes. Okay, so P-House Thatch. Whoops. I didn't want to click that. Oh. Okay, cool. Didn't lose you. P-House Thatch, we are going to go copy, paste. We're going to move that there. We got this one house that is right next to the road, which is kind of interesting. And it is... Yeah, it's shorter. Oh. Let's try 0.4. Yep, that looks about right. Let's scoot you in there. 0.4 and 0.4. Ooh, 0.45. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we are. Perfect. Then we got this one right here, which I think we will do as the longhouse thatched roof. And then, yeah, and then we'll start on this section over here. Yeah, oh, that OSS is so stupid. I know it is so stupid. It drives me crazy. I even tried to tell, like, I went into the settings and told it, like, anytime you want to write OSS, just write is, and it still does it. It still writes OSS, and I don't know why. It's so dumb. Mustafa Brine, hi, how are you doing? Hopefully you have a good day, and just wanted to say I loved your Ancient City content in Minecraft. Well, thank you. I loved doing the Ancient City in Minecraft. That was an absolute blast. I'm pretty sure Oda had a fun time too. He seemed to really enjoy himself doing that, and it obviously helped out because he has now some insight to how archaeology works, and and he used that in the Minecraft archaeology challenge that I challenged them to. So yeah, thanks. I loved making that. That was such a blast. All right, let's move this one over here. And I think what I'm going to do for this one is, oh no, yeah, it's rotated the correct way. Just do that, and I think we want to make it a little bit shorter. Unlink those, make that shorter. So basically, I am just doing, I have what, 4 houses, right? So I've got the small house, the P house, and the long house, and then of course the apsidal house. And then for the long house, P house, and small house, I have 2 different roof variations. And so theoretically, I have 7 different houses. And then all I'm doing really is just changing the scale of them to make them all just a little unique. And that's how I'm getting around sort of making all the houses look the same. And it's sneaky. It's very sneaky, but I think it's pretty effective because I think there's going to be enough houses here that look similar, but are not the same. And none of these right now will be explorable. I will have 1 or 2 of them that are probably going to be explorable in the final build. And that'll be just what it is. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, let's grab this wall here, copy and paste. Let's bring that over. Hello, Plus Pros. Oh, you've been on my some of my live streams before, I think. I think I recognize that name. Welcome. Glad you could make it. So we're just going to do that, even though... Oh, whoops. Even though, obviously, it's a little bit farther back. That's okay. That's okay. Again, this is all just sort of... This is all hypothetical anyways, so it doesn't have to be perfect or exact. And... we will be sort of letting people know in the final sort of simulation that this is hypothetical and to not take this as a true representation of the island. This is just going off of, again, the magnetometry and what other islands look like. Okay. So I think what I want to do, so the harbor is here, okay? And so ships dropping off supplies here are going to come up this elite road to drop off whatever. So I think some of these houses up front need to have flat roofs. So some of these are still going to have thatched roofs, but I think this one right here, because it's sort of visible to both the elite plaza here and then of course the non-elite plaza here, I think I'm going to put that one as a flat roof. Also because it just feels right for some reason. Sometimes you explain those things. It's like that archaeology intuition, right? It just, sometimes things just feel right. It's like when I was doing the ruining of the villages for Minecraft. Some people kept asking me questions like, well, how are you determining this? We would like to know. And it's like, well, I'm just doing this sort of by feel. You know, whatever feels right to me based on what I know. Having worked in the field for as long as I have, and seen as many ruins as I have, I'm just doing what feels right. I can't really explain it. You know, I can't say, well, this is exactly how this wall would have collapsed because and this reason. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing here. I don't know why, but it just makes sense to me to have a flat roof there. Who knows? And I don't know what the heck's going on here with this weird anomaly. It does look like a face, though. All right, so I want this one to be the P building flat roof. And I think I'm going to face it towards this sort of non-elite plaza. That's what I'm calling it. It's the non-elite plaza. I have missed most lives, sadly. You remember me from summer. Oh, okay. From summer? Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, like we were at the field school together? That's cool. Or not. I don't know. I don't know. You don't have to say anything. It's okay about it if it makes you feel uncomfortable. If that is what it is. Okay, let's see here. I sometimes put people on the spot and I don't realize I'm doing it. I don't mean to do that, you know, for any particular reason. Oh, I actually kind of like it at that weird sort of angle. Yeah, we're going to do that. There's that. And that. Actually, that reminds me. Oh, we met at Corinth. Oh, hey! Hey, hey! Good to see you. Isn't it, Oh, it's not that late over there. I don't have that video ready just yet of my trip to Greece, but I will definitely have that up soon. At some, well, I shouldn't say soon. I have no idea when that's going to be, but you know, there's a few spots on there that'll probably catch your likeness if you're okay with that. I don't think I have any audio or anything, but yeah. Yeah, it was a fun time. Also, super jealous that you have a archaeological site like so close to your house. That's just we don't have that in America, unfortunately. Yeah, a little bit longer. Dabble in a lot of advanced software. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about advanced software, but definitely definitely dabbling in this stuff. I will fix that in Blender. I say that, but I know for sure that that might not happen. Okay, let's just scooch that just a little bit and scooch that just a tiny bit. That's fine. Okay, whatever. Good enough. Okay, let's grab a square flat roof because it's also by the harbor. And we're gonna not have the door facing the wall, though there is a example of that. I can't remember where, but I think maybe Domini. I don't know. There's a house that like literally is like a foot away from a wall, with, you know, a door basically a foot away from a wall, and you look at it and you're like, why? Why would you do that? Okay, so do we want this building with the door facing the ocean, or do we want the door facing inwards? We're gonna face it inwards, I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have all of these doorways in these three facing the middle here. So that's what I'm gonna do. So let's grab a P building, flat roof, and bring that over. Let's grab a P building thatched roof and bring that over. And a small building thatched roof and bring that over. Okay. What do the conditions have to be for columns to remain standing in ruins for long periods of time? No seismic activity is usually a really good one, or at least minimal seismic activity. It also helps if the Turks don't come over and use it as, you know, practice for their cannons, but you know. Yeah, so basically, columns, you know, it needs to just be stable, stable base. It also helps what kind of material they're made out of. So you say columns, but, you know, columns were many different materials, not just stone. There were wooden columns, which obviously we don't have anymore. Obviously, stone columns. Matter of fact, the original temple to Apollo allegedly was had wood columns. So that's kind of a neat little factoid for you. Oh. Good enough. Oh, and I think I'll have all these three facing this way too. Maybe, yeah. See, so like these four are all sort of facing inwards. This one's facing the plaza, the little non-elite plaza. So yeah, let's grab thatched roof. Square, small building. I just got a message from my cohort. It says a lot of the Anthro people are at Greek Fest this morning if you don't have anything going on. How did I not know Greek Fest was going on this weekend? What the hell? So, yeah, that's fun. How did I not know Greek Fest was going on? Damn. Well, that sucks. But you should know that even though I know Greek Fest is going on, I'm still choosing to hang out with you guys. Because I think this is too cool to skip out on, and I really want to share it with you. Well, there you go. Stream end. Nope. I want to get this done. I have to get this done. Because this is something I've really wanted to work on for a while. Okay, and then one more. I want the... Oh, dang it. Another of the small house thatch roofs. Oh, and then the longhouse thatch roof I totally just snagged and moved without... That's okay. So there's that. Which way is the door? Okay, so we want to rotate that 180. There we go. Yeah. We do want that to be... Let's unlink that. About like that. I'm going to scooch that in. Oh, look at that. That looks great. All right, let's move on to some elite buildings. So, the elite buildings, which are probably servants' quarters. This one, look at this one. This one, like, that is such a building right there. That's such a rectangle right there. That's absolutely, positively something. So I thought that was kind of interesting. We're going to grab a longhouse flat, and we're going to put it there. So yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. And then I wanted to test AI. So I gave it the magnetometry map and I said, I want you to find all of the rectangles. And it did not do well. So I thought it was interesting that it didn't do well. And so I asked it, I said, why aren't you very good at this? Thinking, you know, it's a computer. It should be able to Should be able to pick this stuff out real easy, right? Well, apparently, recognizing patterns is definitely a human thing because it just can't do it. It takes things too literally, apparently. So I didn't know that. I thought, oh, okay. That's cool. All right, let's get this one here. We're gonna play with the... Yeah, like that. We're gonna rotate it a little bit more. Good enough. Okay. So yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting that it had some issues with pattern recognition. So who knew? Okay. These are most likely servants' quarters as well. So that's going to be at that angle. This is going to be at this angle. And this is going to be slightly more about like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we see faces where there are none. Yeah, we do that a lot too. I think that's survival. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a survival thing. Let's put this like that, facing more inwards. This one, the one time where I zoom in and it doesn't just like catapult me across the map. Okay. Skinnier, slightly longer. Yeah. And then this one, we want to actually rotate that 180. And we'll just leave that as is. Okay. All right, let's grab these. We're going to delete them. That, we're going to delete that. Okay. Now here comes the fun part. Let's turn off the map. Let's grab every single thing here. And let's just drop it straight down. Well, that... okay, so the elite buildings are not going to work. So actually, let's just... We're going to have to piecemeal this. So let's grab these and drop them straight down till they hit the island. Oh, there we go. They hit the island. Oh, also, the soklas, so basically the wall foundations, are twice as long as they need to be. So when you're going to see me sink these houses actually like into the ground, like legit sink them into the ground. All right, so we want that. We're going to drop those down. Whoop. And then that. Gonna drop the... Okay. That... It's not... That's fine. We're gonna go through and we're gonna adjust these anyways. Oh, yeah, look at this. This is cool. This is super cool. Oh. There we go. Oop, too far. There we are. Oh no, it grabbed the road segment. Hold on. We're gonna take care of those in just a second. Okay. And this will also point out where we have some gaps that we need to get figured out. Oh, did he respond? No. Okay. Bring that down. Bring this one down. Oh, we're going to have to scooch where that one's at. Okay. Let's start, let's start fine-tuning these. We're just going to move from the south and work our way up. So this, we don't want that to stick into the road. So we're going to have to do something like that. And then, oh, I need to get to the doorway. Okay, we need to bring that up. Let's see, where's the Sokla? Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so this house needs to be like that. Oh, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. And while we're here, let's go ahead and doorway, window, smoke hole, upper back window, right front window, right rear window, left front window, left rear window. So that should leave us with a house with windows and doors. Okay, cool. And I'll be actually, in Unity, I'll be putting a door in here. Okay, moving on. Let's fix this one. This apsidal house looks, oh, actually, this looks pretty good. The only thing we got to do is just, about like that. Yep. Okay. So for this apsidal, whoops. Let's, what is this? Cube. Oh, see, dang it. I can't believe I did that. Cubes instead of naming them. Doorway. Yep. Left front window. Left rear window. I put plinth, even though that's the wrong word, come to find out. I don't know where I got that from. All right. There we go. Okay. Moving on. This one. Ooh. This one probably needs to come up a little bit more. Oh, no, actually, that's about right. Maybe just a tiny... Whoops, nope, that's not going to work. Yeah, let's can we rotate that just a tiny bit? Nope, not that rotation. Is it this rotation? Nope, not that rotation. This rotation? Yeah. About like that. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, doorway. Turn it off. Left window. Actually, can I turn them all off all at once? Right front window, right mid window, smoke hole. Oh, I can't turn them all off all at once. Oh, look at that. Things you didn't know you could do. Well, all right. This one. This one, oh, definitely needs to come up. Yeah, about like that. And in the back, that's okay if it's in the back like that. So long as it's not like hovering above the ground. That's good. Okay. So for this guy, same thing. Let's see here. We want doorway, left window, right window, smoke hole. Turn them off. Oh. I guess back window. Why did I not see back window? Okay, that's fine. There we go. And some of these will actually have smoke coming out of the smoke holes, which will be really cool too. Actually, did we do this one yet? No, we have not. Oh, because they're both together. Okay. Yeah, this one's going to be a pain in the butt. Okay, so this needs to come up to about there. This needs to come up to about there. Can I make this one just a tiny bit skinnier? 0.45. There we go. So it looks different enough. And then that way we can sort of just like push it in. Yeah. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's gonna have to work. That's just gonna have to work. Okay. There we go. This one, wait, nope, I almost did it. So we want door, left front window, left rear window, right front window, right rear window, smoke hole, upper back window, upper window. Remember, it's toasty there, so they want stuff to, they want air to move. Left window, right window, smoke hole. Whoops. There we go. Back window, left window, whoop, nope. Left doorway, right window, smoke hole. There we go. Now this one. Okay. We're going to need to move that down to about there. Good enough. Back window, doorway, left window, right window, smoke hole. This one, move that down about like that. Oh, wow. The walls are going right through. Wait, is that a hill? Is that like a crazy hill? No, it's not a crazy hill. Are the walls not on the ground? Oh, see, look at that. Yeah, see, the walls aren't even on the ground. So let's bring this down. And then we're going to need to rotate that. Oh, man. Nope, not that way. Yeah, that way. Now, like, we're going to make it sort of a short wall. There we go. Okay. Ugh. Which house is this? Good enough. Okay. Doorway. Left rear window, left front window, right front window, right rear window, smoke hole. Turn them off. Oh, upper window. Turn it off. Do we have an upper back window? Yeah, we do. Turn that one off too. Okay, let's fix the walls. Yeah, look at that. It's all messed up. It'll do about like that. Yeah, actually scooch it in a bit. There we go. Oh, see, that wall's all messed up too. Get that coming down. Good enough. Okay. There we are. Who's next? You're next. I wonder if I can actually get my headset to go through OBS so you can see what I see. When we're done with this, I might just put this on hold and then see if we can't get that so you can actually see what this looks like in VR, because that would be really cool, wouldn't it? Humans have an unbeatable urge for pattern recognition. That's probably why we have constellations, cloud gazing, and even in hallucinations. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Humans have been seeing stuff for a long time like that. I mean, we're social creatures, so of course we're gonna have things set up for that kind of recognition, right? We wanna be able to recognize each other. Ooh, let's scooch that back just a tiny. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Doorway. Front window, rear window, front window, rear window, smoke hole, upper back window, upper window. Turn them all off. Okay. Next. You. Wait, where's your door at? Oh, there's your door. Okay. Yeah, you're way too high. Oh my god. Way too high. And you're on a weird slope. So let's just do that. And let's very gently 2 degrees. That's it. That's all we're doing. 2 degrees. Okay. Now, if we do this in VR and these houses just look really funky, tilted like that, then we will absolutely change that. I don't want these houses to look, I don't want this to look like a carnival ride. Okay. Now this one, scooch that down. We gotta try it. Oh, you want me to try the, yeah, maybe I will try the VR thing. We'll see if it works. I'll definitely try it. Cause I think that'd be neat for you all to see. And who knows, if I do that, then that also opens up the possibility of doing live VR stuff too in the future, which I think would be cool. That's actually, believe it or not, that's actually what I wanted to do with the VR Skyrim. I wanted that to be a live thing, a live stream, but I couldn't get it figured out, which really sucks. But I was also trying to use the Quest Cast rather than the mirror. And the Cast is basically an online service for your Quest where where you're basically exactly what it sounds like. You're casting it to an online window. And then I was trying to capture the online window in OBS. It was just a pain in the butt. But I use Mirror now for OBS rather than the Cast. So yeah, maybe that is doable. By the way, is this wall even touching the ground? No, it needs to be angled. Nope, not that way. There we go. Sink it into the ground just a tiny bit. Okay, so that's good. That's in the ground. This one is probably not in the ground. This one is probably, yep. Yeah, look at that. It's like floating. It's just floating. All right, so we want it to be like that. Let's bring it down. There we go. And this one in the back is just completely floating. Oh, we also need to rotate it. Oh my god. Every time. Not like that. And of course, I'm definitely going to have to export this to Blender and fix some of these things. But Again, I'm not too worried about it. Where's the door to this one? There it is. Oh, why did I do that? Look how squatty that door is. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'll fix that here in a bit. No, I'll fix that now. Get out of here, doorway. Ugh. How's that look? Good enough. Good enough. Smoke hole, gone. And apparently it did not actually make a smoke hole in the roof. That's okay. Nobody's going to see it from above. So if the smoke hole is coming out of a flat roof, that's okay. Okay, there we go. About like that. And this one, about like that. Okay. Whew. Back window, doorway, left window, right mid window. Wait, right front window. No, not right door front. Right front window, smoke hole. This one. Doorway, left window, right window, smoke hole. But not the house itself. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's go across the street. Did we already do this one? I don't remember if we already did this one. Yes, we did. Okay. We do this one. No, but it's good. Oh, maybe we already did. Oh, we did not do this one. Or at least if we did, we didn't do that window. And I don't know what's going on with the cone for the apsidal portion. It's all funky. All right, so let's do this one. This one needs to be raised. Oh, no, actually needs to be lowered. But in the back, look at how, yeah, it's on a weird angle. So let's just do about like that. And let's lift it up. Let's check the door. Let's bring that down just a hair. There we go. Okay. Back window. Doorway. Left window. Right front window. Right mid window. Smoke hole. Okay, let's move on to, oh yeah, these definitely need to be fixed. Look at that. Look at that poor wall. That poor wall is like mostly buried. Okay. All right, that should be good right there. Let's get this wall to come up a bit. Oh, and we're going to need to rotate that. Is it Z? It is Z. There we go. Let's scooch that down. There we are. This house. Oh, actually, that house was fine. Then this wall will need to be rotated as well. There we go. Scooch that up. And we're going to scooch that in about like that. There we go. So this house. Well, thank you, Brock, the internet surfer. Glad to have you here. Have fun for the rest of the day. And we'll see you next time. There's that. Then this one. Let's see here. Doorway, left rear window, left front window, right front window, left or right rear window. Oh my God, smoke hole. It's already starting. My mouth isn't working. Okay. There we go. There we go. Yeah, looking good, looking good. Okay, now this one. Where's the doorway for this one? Right there. Oof. Well, we're gonna run with that one. That one's fine. We're gonna say that's fine. So, back window, doorway, left rear window, left window. What? Left rear window and then left window. Interesting. Okay. I don't know what happened there. Right front window, right mid window, smoke hole. Bam. Done. And we still have to add some more houses too. But before we do that, I will see if I can get the VR thing working. Because I agree. I think that'd be kind of neat to have you see it. I don't know if it'll pick up. I don't know if it'll actually use the mic or not. On the headset, I might have to just still use this mic that I'm using right now, but that's fine if it does. Okay, so we're gonna do that. That's good. Yeah, that's good enough. So we want cube, doorway, left front, left rear, right front, right rear. Oh, okay. There we go. This one, you know, this almost looks like this right here almost looks like a planned community, like a modern planned community. Or as I like to refer to them, clone homes. Got that one from my dad. And it's true, they are all clones. It's creepy. Doorway, left window, right window, smoke hole. There's actually a really weird, like, clone home community out here that I drove by the other day, and it was just weirdly liminal, and it looked very bizarre. If any of you have seen the remake of The Prisoner that they did in 2009, it definitely looked like something from that. It was definitely giving me Village vibes. I think it also didn't help that there was literally no one outside. So everyone, you know, so it was like driving by and you have this giant clone home community and there's no one out there, but all the lawns are well kept, and it was just, yeah, it was bizarre. Okay. Let's see here. There's that. That looks good. Where's that house? Right here. Doorway. Left front window, left rear window. Right front window, right rear window. Upper back window. Yeah, this is actually going by a lot faster than I was expecting. Probably because we're in a groove now. Okay. Doorway. Left window. Right window. Smoke hole. Yeah, there we go. All right, there we are. Which one is this one? This one is this one. So we want doorway, left front, left rear, right front, right rear, upper back window. Turn them all off. Yeah. How are my walls right here? My walls are sunk pretty far in, so let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, that one's going to need to be rotated very, very slightly. Let's bring this down. And this one? Good enough. Oops. What is your favorite movie? 300? Just kidding. Yeah, no. My favorite movie? Madagascar 2. No, I don't know. I don't know if you'd know the reference on that. That was a... Anyways, no, I don't really have a favorite movie. I'm one of those weird people that don't have specifically favorite things that I can go back to. But I can say that I do have like I don't know what you would call them, like comfort shows. You know, like how some people are really into The Office, right? Or I don't know, some other show. I have shows like that I can just watch at any point, any episode, and it's not a lot. They're not a lot of, but I will say it's surprising how many of them have very similar themes. Like most of them are sci-fi. So there's 4 shows just off the top of my head that I sort of have a, oh, I guess I could have turned that house around. It's not that close to the walls. Oh, but you know what? It needs to be moved. Because in the map, it actually is close to the walls. Same with this one. So my sort of what I call my comfort shows. 3 of them are animated, believe it or not, out of the 4. I don't know if I just said that. Oops, that is not the angle I wanted. There we go. So one is Futurama, because of course it is. Futurama is awesome. I can watch that at any point. Just pick it up and just roll with it. And I know they got it. I know they got new episodes now, and I haven't seen any of the new episodes. Another one is... Ooh. Oh, I missed that window. Another one is Cowboy Bebop. Not the live action one they did on Netflix. That was just not cool. Oh, we need to fix this door is what we need to do. I was not a fan of what they did on Netflix. That was terrible. I mean, really was. It was absolutely terrible what they did to Cowboy Bebop. It just shit. And let's see, what's another one? Another good one. Farscape. I can watch Farscape. I can just pick that up at any point and just start watching it. That's live action. That one's not cartoon, but it's another sci-fi. Oh, what happened here? Look at these windows. Why are the windows so short? Uh-oh. What the hell happened? Left window. Oh no, I need to get this fixed. I don't know what the hell happened here. Ah, I can't, because that's gonna move the whole... Okay, yeah, because it's not... Oh, why? Why did it do that? Oh, they are such short... Because I made it squatty. That's why it did that. Maybe I can rotate this so it doesn't look as bad? Hold on. How does it look if I start doing this? Shit. I guess 2 of them are animated. Actually, one's live act. 2 of them are live action. I can also pick up Firefly and watch that whenever, because that's a good one too. Ugh, that's This is terrible. Oh well, I guess we're just gonna have to roll with it. I'll have to fix it some other time. I don't know what the heck happened. Other than me changing, I guess that's the downside to changing the scale. If you change the scale too much, it throws things out of whack. Yeah, it throws things way out of whack. Did it do that here too? Well, first off, that's actually eating into the wall. We don't want that. We want that away from the wall. Thank you. Let's bring this up just a tiny bit. Right about there. Okay. Dang, that's gonna bug me. I'll fix it. I'm probably just end up fixing it off camera. I mean, I'm gonna have to do that with a lot of things on this, you know, fine tuning. We're just gonna get this usable, walkable, you know. Okay, there we go. And woo. Ooh, there we go. That's looking good. Okay, let's doorway, left window, right window, smoke hole. Turn them off. None of the smoke holes are actually generating in this, so that's fun. That is just great. Okay, let's bring this down. Good enough. Let's bring that up. Bring this up. Drop this down. Doorway. Left window, right window, smoke hole. And there we go. Okay. Now, one thing I want to do, which is going to be some more sort of fine tuning. I want... I'm going to need to bring in an asset. You can't see this window. Sorry. But I need to bring in an asset because I want to texture this. So I'm looking for, I have, what did I call it? Oh no, what did I call it? I thought I changed it and now I don't know where it's at. I have a texture that I messed around with. Mud brick, there it is. Mud brick and plaster. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. All right. Mud brick and plaster. So check it out. This is the original texture. You can't see it. Wonderful. So this is the original texture. It's kind of hard to see, but it's basically... So this is the original texture. It's kind of hard to see, but it's basically brick with plaster. I brought it into Krita, which is a free illustration software, and I changed it so that it would be more, instead of red brick, it'd be this sort of tan mud brick. So check it out. Let me go ahead and just slap it right on here. Ugh. I need to tile that correctly. Let's see here. Well, first things first, let me get all of these. Let's see, what is this? This is rough. So I think roughness is metallic? No. No, roughness is occlusion. Displacement is height. And metallic, we want to reset metallic. Okay. All right. That looks tile it. We want to tile it about, let's try 5 by 5. Oh, that's not so bad. That looks pretty good-ish. It's a little too... Let's try... Why don't we try 5 by 2.5? Now it looks all straight. Okay. We're going to go into it. Uh-oh. Why is it a script? Okay. Oh my god. Delete. Yes, delete. You know what? I'm just using the D-complex ground, so why don't we just copy and paste that? So copy that, paste it. There you go. See? Simple solutions require... No. Simple problems require simple solutions. My brain's already starting to not work. What did I just say? Commoner house texture. Texture. There we go. And the nice thing is this is already... yeah, this is... Where is it at here? New shader graph. There we go. See? It's already ready to go. So let's get this here. Wait, what? What is going on here? Okay. And it's... Is it just too small? Oh, it's 0, 1. We're almost done. Let me go ahead and put you guys on hold. No, I'm not going to put you on hold just yet. Let me find... There it is. I need my link cable. Let me get my link cable set up. Let me go ahead and add another... no audio or video. Uh-oh. Do I still have... Oh. My internet is kinda okay. It's not great, but it's kinda okay. It's sort of normal. Yeah, not really sure what's going on your guys' end. Let me pull up YouTube and see if YouTube shows anything. Yeah, YouTube still shows we're good. Yeah, not really sure why some people are having issues with this stream. So, sorry about that. I don't think there's really anything I can do about it. Alright. Let me hook up the headset. Let me see if I can add... let's see here. What do I want? I want to add a window, I guess? Window capture? Oculus mirror. Oh, I can add that. Okay. Alright, well, let me fire up the headset real quick. Let's see if it'll go. Update in progress. Oh, man. No, don't do that. I don't care about the updates. Okay. Let's see here. Is my link on? My link is... Let me launch my link here. Oh my god. Okay, launching the link. Let me see if I can get the Oculus... Ooh. Oculus mirror going, and if I can, we'll see if we can't... Why is this playing music? Oh, it's playing... it's playing the music that that I've got for you guys. Okay. So let me quickly do image stabilization here real quick. There we go. And while I'm waiting, let me tell this thing to build and run. This is going to take a little while to actually save to the headset. So you're going to have to give me a few minutes. Okay. But while we're at it, you know, we can just sort of hang out for a bit. So it's currently writing to... Oh. Interesting. Huh. That's a very interesting window that you guys have. That's odd how it's doing that. Let's turn that off for a second. There we go. So you're on Unity. We're gonna get this to the headset. So there you go. That shows that I can show you the headset. So that's good. Got some issues going with the stream. That's interesting. Yeah, it shows good on my end, which sucks because yeah, it should. Here, let me. For those who are having problems, shows good on my end. Reload the window is what I'm going to tell everyone. So I'm typing that in right now. All right, so this is going to take a little while to write to the headset, but once it finally does, we'll be good. So you can't see it, but the whole island disappeared on your end, but I actually have a little thing loading. A little thing loading up, so those of you who just reloaded and had some frozen screens and stuff are probably wondering where the island's at. The island's still there. It's just writing to the headset. So we're gonna... Oh, I need to grab my control... Oh, I have my controllers right here. So we're gonna hop on to the island and see what it looks like. Now, of course, this is just sort of minimal houses. I still have to add more houses to the island. But, yeah. Hopefully this will look cool on your end. And if this works, maybe we do some live streams where I'm doing some stuff in VR. I do have VR Minecraft, so there's that. Ooh, yeah, it's trying. It's trying. It's still writing. So let me go ahead and let me turn on the be right back. There we go. So got the be right back because we're gonna switch over to the headset. And I'll need to redo the... We're going to put this all the way up to the top here so I can turn on the Oculus and... Oh, it won't let me do that. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. It's still loading. Still loading, so just hang tight with me. It'll be a few minutes. This is processing a lot of new entities to put into the simulation. Simulation prior to this didn't have any of these homes, so that's a lot of polygons it's got to try to write to this headset. Also, you definitely do have to do VR Minecraft. Yeah, I might just do that. VR Minecraft is pretty wild. You don't realize how big things are in Minecraft. You know, they tell you Minecraft blocks are 1 meter cubes, but you know, on your screen it doesn't look like 1 meter cubes. They look like you know, like 0.75, like 3/4 of a meter cube. But yeah, in VR they're much bigger, and the verticality of it is pretty crazy too. So anyways, yeah. All right, so we're down to the home stretch with it writing to the headset. So hopefully this will be not much longer. Oh, copying APK. That's one of the last things it's got to do, and it's gonna tell me it failed because APK already exists on the headset, and I'll tell it, well, too bad, do it anyways, overwrite it, and then we'll be good. So let me go ahead and stand up so it gets the right height. It's not going to get the right height anyways. It never does in my room because, yep, see, install failed. Yeah, I know. Yes, do it again. Okay, it never gets the height right in my room because I have the VR treadmill, and the treadmill is up above the ground, and so it always puts me like 5 or 6 inches below my actual height. So if you do VR Minecraft, you have to build a giant tower and then jump off into the water. Oh, yeah, I don't know about that. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Excellent. Let's see what this looks like in Oculus Mirror. What? Why is there nothing? Oh, because the headset went, yes, I want... No, I don't want the spatial thing going. Anything? Aw, Oculus Mirror's not working. Oh no! See, this is the problem with trying to do it before. For some reason, Oculus Mirror doesn't like yeah, it doesn't like it. I don't know why. I'm not really sure why it doesn't like it. Here, let me show you what it sees. There you go. That's what it sees. Black screen. It just, yeah, I don't know why it doesn't like it. So, who knows? Very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. I am, however, in the simulation. Oh, let me start the simulation in the headset. Nope, still doesn't matter. Displays what appears in the Oculus headset. That is not correct. Let's see if it gives me... No. Yeah, it's not doing it. Oh well. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna have to explore for myself. Oh, well, you wouldn't like what you saw anyways, because I accidentally left something on. So, yeah, that sucks. Let me get out of the simulation here. Okay, well, I would have liked to have shared that with you, but yeah, I don't get what the issue is with the Oculus and why it doesn't like to do live streaming with it. I'm not really sure what that's all about. So anyways, let me turn off this because that was a problem. Let me turn the sun back on so you can see. There we go. So all right, so we have some houses. I need to put more in here. I need to put a different texture on the ground right here. And I want to put a different texture on the ground right here. But I want to put some more houses over here. I definitely want to put more right here because it definitely needs more stuff. And some more maybe over here and over here. So there you have it. Yeah, the screen mirror. Yeah, I'll try to figure it out one of these days. Because that would be cool to do like a live stream VR thing going. But anyways, there you have it. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream because I think that's pretty good for today. I do want to thank you for coming out. I think this is coming along really well. Definitely coming together. So yeah, I will see you next time.